They called you the good kid, the one who never argued, never caused problems, never needed too much. You were easy to love because you asked for so little. But here's the part no one saw: what you had to silence just to be that person. And the strangest thing, even now, you don't know where that version of you ends and where the real you begins. You probably remember moments like this, sitting quietly while others spoke, holding back tears because it wasn't a big deal, agreeing, even when something felt wrong inside. Maybe you were the one teachers praised, the one relatives compared others to, the mature one, the responsible one, the easy child. And at first, it felt good. Approval always does. But slowly, something started to shift. You began to notice that being good didn't just mean being kind. It meant being careful. Careful with your words, careful with your emotions, careful not to disappoint anyone. So you learned something powerful and dangerous: that love feels safer when you don't take up space. Pause for a second. Think about this. When was the last time you said how you really felt without filtering it? No adjusting, no softening, no fear of how it would land. If that question feels uncomfortable, there's a reason. Because being the good kid was never just a personality. It was a role, and roles come with rules, unspoken ones. Don't talk back. Don't be difficult. Don't make things harder for others. Don't be too emotional. Don't need too much. So instead of learning how to express yourself, you learned how to manage yourself. You became hyper-aware of people's moods. You sensed tension before anyone said a word. You adjusted, adapted, stayed small, not because you wanted to, but because it worked. It kept things calm. It kept people happy. It kept you safe. But here's the hidden cost no one talks about. When you spend years being who others need, you slowly forget how to be yourself. This is where it starts to follow you into adulthood. You say it's okay when it's not. You apologize for things that aren't your fault. You feel guilty for setting boundaries. And when someone asks what you want, you hesitate. Not because you don't have an answer, but because you were never taught that your answer mattered. You might be the friend everyone relies on, the one who listens, supports, shows up, but when it's your turn, you stay quiet because a part of you still believes your needs are a burden. Here's something most people don't realize. Being the good kid often comes from a place of emotional survival. Maybe your home felt unpredictable. Maybe love felt conditional. Maybe expressing yourself led to conflict, rejection, or silence. So you adapted. You became easy, not because you were naturally that way, but because it was the safest option available to you. And children are incredibly smart like that. They don't ask, what do I need? They ask, who do I need to be loved? Pause again. Ask yourself honestly, do people know the real you, or just the version of you that keeps things smooth? Because there's a quiet loneliness that comes with this. People like you, they trust you, they feel comfortable around you, but they don't fully see you. And deep down, you feel it. That distance, that gap between who you are and who you've been showing. And here's the twist. The thing that once protected you is now the thing holding you back. Your kindness becomes self-neglect. Your patience becomes silence. Your understanding becomes over-tolerance. You don't speak up when something hurts. You stay longer than you should. You give more than you have. And somehow, you still feel like it's your responsibility to keep everything okay. But it was never your job to carry that much. The truth is, you weren't too easy. You were just never given the space to be anything else. And maybe no one told you this before. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to have needs, to feel anger, to disagree, to be messy, to be complicated. You don't lose your worth just because you stop being convenient. It might feel uncomfortable at first, speaking honestly, saying no, letting someone be disappointed. But that discomfort, that's not you doing something wrong, that's you doing something new. Because healing doesn't mean you stop being kind, it means your kindness finally includes yourself. So maybe the real question isn't, why was I the good kid? Maybe it's, who am I when I don't have to be? Have to.